Alright, here we go. Today we're going to talk about the cry. The most common question I get from parents is, why is my swimmer crying? Why does my swimmer cry at home? Why does my swimmer cry all week? Why does my swimmer cry in the lesson? And how do we fix it? So the most important part to overcoming the cry is to understand why your child is crying. There's so many different reasons, and sometimes it could be multiple reasons, so there could be layers to the issue. If you don't think about this, if you don't target this, and you just try to teach, you're going to get stuck at some point where your child is not going to progress. They're not going to be comfortable. They're not going to want to go to swim class. So the most important part is understanding it, making them comfortable, and then building confidence and overcoming the cry. So let's start with the different types of cries. There's 5 different types of cries. There's separation anxiety from the parent or guardian. There's stranger danger of just meeting a new individual. There's I do what I want cry. This is a child who's pretty stubborn. They only do the things that they want to do. Then the 2 main ones would be fear and anxiety. So the stranger danger cry is when a child is just meeting someone for the first time. We always get parents who say, hey, my kid's a COVID baby. They haven't met any other adults. They haven't met any other friends. So the first couple days they're gonna be nervous. The way over this is just a little bit of time and a good coach building a relationship. The relationship with the coach will make them more comfortable, and then after that, your number you're looking for around 4 weeks for your child to calm down if they have a stranger danger cry. The separation anxiety is similar to the stranger danger cry. It usually takes about 4 weeks, and it takes a little bit of time to build a relationship with the swimmer and the coach. The best thing for this is to separate the parent or the guardian as fast as possible, drop the child into the pool with the coach, and then exit, get out of sight, out of mind, and allow the coach to get the engagement and build a relationship. The I do what I want cry. This is your stubborn, I'm only doing this because I chose I want to do this. It could be derived from fear or anxiety, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be an irrational decision that the child has taken. The only way to fix this is to allow the child to feel like they're in charge, or they're doing what they want to do. If you can do that, you kind of trick them into doing what you want to do by thinking they're doing what they want to do. The fear, the next one is fear. It's usually a quieter cry. It usually happens the day of or when you enter the building. Could be in the lesson as well, during the whole lesson sometimes, even if they're doing well. So the fear is really important to build a relationship and take it a little slower. The kid usually needs to understand why they feel that they're scared of something and how it works. So if you're scared, just sink to the bottom as fast as possible. We're going to take you into the deep end. We're going to let you hold your breath and lower you into the water. And what you'll find is you'll stay right at the surface and you'll kind of float without moving anything. When this clicks into a child's brain that they're not just going to sink to the bottom, then the fear kind of goes away because now they know how to manipulate the water and how to move safely. The last one is anxiety. Anxiety is the most common, it's the loudest, the most screams. It can happen the week before, the day before, the day of. It usually starts in the beginning of the lesson. By the end of the lesson, they're usually smiling and having a good time. The best fix for this is a clinic. The more anxious your child is, the best fix would be a clinic. It's 5 straight days in a row. During the weekly class, your child can do great on Monday, but waiting for that next Monday to come builds more anxiety. So again, you want to have a relationship with your coach, and they need to rip the band-aid off. They need to identify the anxiety and just kind of push you over the hurdle. There's 2 different types of anxiety, and there's mental anxiety and there's physical anxiety. The mental anxiety is based off of either words or understanding. If your mental anxiety is based off of words and we change the words up a little bit, it'll make it easier for you to do the task. For example, I had a child who was scared to do dips. And if you're doing dips, and every day they're doing dips, and we call it dips, now your child doesn't want to do it, they're going to anticipate the time when it's time to do dips. Simple solution, I changed the word and said, hey Charlie, do you want to do spaceships? And he was like, yeah. So then I dipped him in the water and went underwater. It's the same thing as a dip, but we called it a spaceship. Solved the problem, fixed the day. The other type is the child who needs to have an answer for everything. It could be rational, it could be irrational, but they just have an answer for everything. The only way to get around this is just logic and logic and logic, and teaching them how to utilize the water and how it works. Once they understand it and they have no more answers for the logic that you provide, they're bound to just try it, and this helps them get over their anxiety. The physical anxiety is something that I don't want to do this task. So changing the words is not going to help. Understanding how it works is not going to help. This child needs to do the task multiple times. The more times, the better, to get over the anxiety. So if I'm scared to put my face underwater and I'm super anxious about this, what I need to do is put my face underwater as many times as possible. This will help you get over the anxiety and build confidence in the skill, and then you can have a more successful swim lesson. Alright, thank you for watching our video today. I hope it brought you some value and some information. If you have any other questions about your swimmer's experience, how to get over hurdles, please comment below. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next time.